Good afternoon, everybody. This is Tanisha with All Things Tanisha. Today, I want to talk about surviving R. Kelly and the government shutdown. Um, the government shutdown is very reminiscent of the surviving R. Kelly story um, for a lot of reasons. Well, for one reason in particular, I'm sorry, not a lot of reasons, but for one gigantic reason, and that's control. When you are raped, are molested, or sexually abused in any way, it's about control for the abuser. Somewhere along the line, somebody controlled them and they came in contact with you or whoever and they wanted to control them. I know that I'm very dominating. So, two of those rapes came from the fact that they wanted to dominate me and control me. The first rape was him being childish and foolish, and he felt like he could do whatever he wanted to do because he was used to girls just, crawling at his feet, and I wasn't one of those girls. And I didn't want his little pecker inside of me. Um, the second rape, well, the third rape, is when I came out the military, and I had already been sexually abused in the military by this point. But it still was about control. The two biggest ones was about control. Now, what we gonna do as a country to stop all of the nonsense? Your children should be protected by you. When I came home, um, and especially when I began to have Tiana, because Tavares, he didn't really spend the night. But eventually, Tiana got in middle school, and they kept begging me, for years, can she spend the night? Can she spend the night? And even her mama called all. So I finally was like, well, if she gonna spend the night over there, I gotta come over to the house and I gotta look in I gotta check out every single room that's got a door to it. And she said, okay. I said, no, I'm for real. I'm coming. And I want to check every door. If it has a doorknob, it turns and it opens. I want to see. I need to look up under the bed. And I'm talking about every door. She said, okay. I said, I'm serious. When I get over there, what I'm saying is going to happen. I'm not. She said, okay. I said, okay. I went over there and went inside every single door because that's my child. One thing about being raped or being molested or being sexually abused, once it happens, you can't go back. So the person that it happened to is forever changed. Forever changed. What we gonna do as a country to begin to start helping ourselves? Because it's all of us who are being affected. All of those girls that were on that movie or show or whatever it was, Surviving Ollie. That's a lot of people. The Harry Weinsteins and all the different, um, you know, Hollywood execs. Those are a lot of people. Hurting people hurt people all the time. What are we going to do collectively as a country? Because we just got raped and we might have to go back to being raped once the Super Bowl over with. We just gotta do better. Number one thing that we all need to do is pay attention to your children. Your little daughter that's faster than everybody, that girl ain't fast. And the only reason why she's fast is because, first of all, If you a mama and you saying she fast, you probably ain't look like she look. And you're behind jealous. Stop being jealous of your damn children. Another thing is, them girls ain't make themselves look like that. 12 and 10 and 11-year-old girls that's fine as hell. They ain't had no plastic surgery. That's how they look. And it's okay. It's not okay for no grown ass man or woman to touch them. And it's not okay for you to allow it. It was not okay for us to allow Donald Trump to just shut down a government. People can't eat. They can't eat. People don't have enough money for medicine. The American people are walking around here hurting because of a wall, and we just like acting like business as usual for real. I don't get that. I don't get it. What are we gonna do as the American people? How do we begin to change this stuff? Because we gotta stop blaming the victims. R. Kelly is a victim. I understand that, but now he's done and I'm gonna tell you now. I was in the kitchen yesterday listening to um, "Step in the Name of Love." Man, don't nobody want to stop stepping. I don't want to stop listening to happy people and dancing to it because this man has committed all this evil. But the only way he could do it because we allowing it. We letting him do it. Just like we just let Donald Trump just do whatever he wanted to do. Collectively, as an American society, we are so weak. What are we gonna do about it? Are we gonna stay weak? Hmm. Are we? Because that's what we're doing. We don't have no control over anything as a collective bunch. If somebody decides to steal your identity and you're the victim, they've taken your money and you don't have no recourse and no help, ain't nothing you can do about it. Did you know that? You ain't even know that. What is going on? It's R. Kelly's story, Harry Weinstein, this Me Too movement, this stuff with the ladies, doing the feminist stuff, Dump Trump doing this wall crap. What y'all doing? What's going on? What? I remember when the lady was in going back and forth to the Supreme Court to take prayer out of schools. And I remember collectively as an American society, we ain't do nothing. We just let that lady go to the Supreme Court and they took prayer out of schools. Because we didn't do nothing. We didn't do nothing. Number 45 is proposing to build a wall, primarily because who he wants to build the wall is getting ready to be a billionaire. It's his partner. hmm I mean, we clear that it's about money, right? We clear, right? If you're not clear, you better get clear because I'm clear. Okay. So now, since we clear, we understand that it's about money. It ain't got nothing to do with that man trying to secure us. It never have and it never will be. It's about no dividends. When do we as an American society say, okay, wait a minute, no, partner. You got to stop that. We got to halt that. It's time to get him up out of there. We already in a deficit. He just made it a bigger deficit with the foolishness that he just got finished doing, shutting down the government. And then when the Super Bowl over, he gonna shut it down again. We just gonna keep letting it happen. That's what we gonna do. We just gonna keep letting it happen. Well, see, listen. Injustice anywhere is injustice everywhere. And when you guys watch policemen gun my little brothers down and sisters, that's injustice. So see now, they ain't just killing us, they killing y'all too. They don't kill you guys on the same scale that they kill us. They don't incarcerate you on the same scale as they incarcerate us. Or they were not before. But now they are starting to. You see how that happened? Domino effect. It begins to happen because see, if it ain't about dollars to them, it don't make no sense. Crowd control is a real thing. It's evident in the food. And y'all want to act like y'all don't know that. You know why you don't know it? Because you're selfish. And you ain't think about nobody but yourself. And I know that. You ain't think about your children. Because I talk to them. When I see little children walking around and stuff, I be like, hey, what you got going on? What's the matter? What's going on? Where your mama? Why you over here by yourself? When my children have friends, that's the first thing I want to do is meet your mama. Where your mama at? I need to know what you come from because I don't want certain things rubbing off on my children. Come to find out my children, they crazy like me, so I mean, you may not want my children to rub off on your children, and that's fine. But know that though. See, that's the thing. We have to understand we need the information. While we have a lot of information floating around on a regular basis, the right information that we need, we don't dive into because we supposed to know everything else. But you don't know that your daughter friend, she's 17 and she got a 35-year-old boyfriend who she live with. You don't know that though. But your daughter getting ready to go spend the night over there. Oh, the house nice. That's what it is. Money has got to stop being the reason why we allow stupid stuff to continue to happen to our children. Because Survivor R. Kelly, all the women that have been touched by happy people single. Most of the time I call them the baby snatcher, but I'm going to call them the happy people single right now because that's just my song. Yeah, it's okay. You know? But anyway, all them girls, it's a lot of people. And 9 times out of 10, they're not going to go to get no help. And then they're going to probably touch 9 or 10 people. And those people going to touch 9 or 10 people. And then your children will probably be one of those people that's get affected. It's time out for minding your own business. It's time to start minding other people's business and getting this country straight. Because ain't nobody going to do it but us. It's just like you in your house, right? You the parent. Your children waste something on the floor. They ain't going to get it out. You going to just leave it there? No, because if you just leave it there, it's going to stay there. Ain't nobody going to get it up but you. That's the same thing going on in this country. Ain't nobody going to stop this madness but the American people. The 99%. We are allowing the 1% to run all over us. They running all over us. What you gonna do? I just want to know what you gonna do. What are we gonna do collectively? Because it has to stop. It has to end somewhere. The control, the thing that's going on is about the control. But then you just think some of us, since it's not affecting you right now, then oh, you just want to go on and you want to live your life, baby. It's going to affect you at some point. See, when Trayvon Martin and Emmett Till or all those other incidents that's happened to a lot of black boys that got killed for no reason. When it's happening to us, oh, you want to turn and, oh my God, they shouldn't have been doing this and they shouldn't have been doing that. See, but now it's in your backyard. What you gonna do? It's happening everywhere to everybody. It's not just R. Kelly. It's not just Harry Weinstein. It's not just the Hollywood people in the Me Too movement. It's, when you go down there and you working at the school board, or you go down there and you um, working at Maxwell House, or you working for different companies. Excuse me. It happens all over the place. How are you going to protect yourself, your children, and the people that are around you? Because we got to start helping each other. We can't leave it to one individual to fight something, especially not when you probably got to fight it too. Because you probably don't have a man or a woman to touch you unwarranted. Stop sitting back looking at this situation and acting like you're not being affected by it. We're all being affected, and morally, we need to step up and do better. We need to learn how to be free thinkers. So, this is what I want you to do. First of all, think for yourself. When somebody touching you and you know it's not right, you know it's not right. Secondly, understand people who have money and who are in control, they get to do whatever they want to do to most people most of the time. But if you don't want it happening to you, then stop it at the root. If you got to get some money because you don't have no money, you don't have no way to eat, and the only way you can get something to eat is with this money, then you're going to have to find another way. You're going to have to find another way to get it. There's plenty of people around here that's willing to help you eat, especially eat. Most of the time, people don't go around talking like they're hungry. So if you tell somebody that you're hungry, they'll feed you. But as long as we continue to allow R. Kelly and Harry Weinstein and all these other people, dump Trump, to do whatever they want to do, they're going to continue to do what they want to do. That's what abusers do. They want to be in control, and money helps them. Money. I'm gonna tell you now, I don't really know what we could do, but I know we got to figure it out. Because, like I said, it's a whole lot of people who got victimized. What are they gonna do? They're going to create victims too. It's going to be people in their lives that they're going to victimize. So if it's 10 people that R. Kelly victimized, guess what? All 10 of them not going to go get no help. Matter of fact, probably none of them will. So you got 10 people getting ready to go and molest 10 more people. 10 of them, then the one of them, all of them go and molest 10 more people. How many people is that? That's a lot of people. That's 100 people. And then those 100 people, they're going to go molest 10 more people. How many people is that? And then it just climbs, and it continues to climb and climb and climb and climb. I'm not saying out of those 10 people that got molested the first time that none of them will receive help in some form. I know I had to get counseling. I still have to go to counseling because that's a violation of your spirit. It's not just a violation of you physically. It's a violation of your spirit and somebody trying to break you 100%. It's hard to come forth when your spirit has been broken. If you ain't never been raped or molested, shut up, because you don't know what you're talking about. It's not just that easy. When somebody break your soul and your spirit down, it's hard. So now, I say again, as an American society, we need to grow up and we're going to have to learn how to do better, how to help each other. We can't just help each other when we have a Katrina or when we have a major fire thing that goes on, like the things that, in California. We got to do better. Tornadoes and natural disasters can't be the reason why we come together as a human society and help each other. For humanity's sake, we need to learn how to help each other. Because I'm almost certain you may not be having to be the one to survive R. Kelly, but you probably surviving Ray Ray. You probably surviving Steve. You probably surviving um, Brett. Ain't no telling. You probably surviving Karen, Keisha, your mama, somebody. It's a lot of people hurting, and that's a fact. We all know that. It's a lot of people hurting. A lot of people hurting. But what are we gonna do about it collectively as a country? Listen, it needs to be talked about. Something has to happen. Something gotta happen. Start being a free thinker. Start understanding that it's time for us to help each other, help one another. The rich and the 1%, they're going to help each other. But the 99, the rest of us who broke down poor and just trying to make it and live and be happy, we're going to have to learn how to start helping each other for humanity's sake. Because nobody else is going to do it. Ain't nobody going to come down and save us from nothing until we begin to do it. Free thinkers know how to come out of things. I got sexually abused in the military, but you guys already know that. I have PTSD. You guys already know that, and that's because of that. But I'm surviving right now. I'm not always okay, but for the most part, I am. But I chose to be that way. For some people, they was raped and molested a little bit longer than I was, and it's different. It hurts. We just, like I said, we just got raped by Dump Rump. The whole American society, a government shutdown. That was so ridiculous. Like, who does that ridiculous foolishness? And we just let it happen. We just keep letting stuff happen. When do we change? I just want to know. You don't know how to change? Inbox me. I'm going to help you with that. Because I have an answer. All I know is it has to be done. And it needs to be done now. Before our children grow up into a society of evilness that they cannot come out of. Because we were too weak and afraid to collectively come together and do anything about it. It's time to move. It's not about being a woman. It's not about being a man. It's about being human. It's not about being black. It's not about being white. It's about being human. The 1% has an agenda for our lives. Period. What you gonna do about it? Because you're gonna be the next victim. You're gonna be the next one that gets molested or raped. But if it's not you, it's gonna be your child. Or somebody down your family line. Guess what? It happens all over the place all the time. Them priests, them preachers, them people that you think is supposed to be safe, they ain't safe. They ain't safe. I had plenty of people talking about preachers talking about they want to, I don't think so. He can't go. He can't spend the night. Mm-mm. You know what I'm gonna watch? They can come over here. You want your kids to come to my house? They can come to my house. Cause see, my house was clean, and it's clean now, and ain't nobody behind my doors. Ain't no man here.